evening. Thank you for joining us. The new language legislation, Bill 96, is raising questions about who is considered an Anglophone in Quebec. The federal government says 12% of Quebecers are English speakers, but yesterday the Quebec government put that number at just under 9%. Matt Gilmore explains.
In Quebec, according to the provincial government, an Anglophone is only somebody whose mother tongue is English.
I might not qualify because my parents spoke Yiddish to me when I was a kid. English is the language I use most often, but that isn't the way it's not about what language you use most often. It's about the language you first learn and still understand.
Jack Jedwab says the federal government uses a much broader definition to include second language English speakers who consider themselves part of the Anglophone community.
I think using more limiting definitions or minimal definitions of who is an Anglophone risks being a problem in terms of the reality of people that desire English-speaking services.
For example, the CAQ's Bill 96 pegs the Anglo population in Quebec at 8.7% and uses that number to set enrollment quotas for English CEGEPs.
There are all sorts of measures to box in the English-speaking community, to limit it, to constrain it.
Lawyer Eric Maldoff says the challenges facing the French language in Quebec aren't going anywhere.
Does that mean because the French language faces challenges that rights and freedoms should be suspended in perpetuity?
He's talking about the CAQ's use of the notwithstanding clause throughout Bill 96, something this constitutional expert says sets a bad precedent.
Maybe some people in Quebec are not panicking with the use of the notwithstanding clause because it's about French. That's fine. But what are we going to do tomorrow morning if at the federal level we have a new prime minister who decides to ban abortion in Canada?
He's also very concerned about a constitutional amendment proposed in Bill 96 that would, without consulting the rest of Canada, establish French as the sole official language of the nation of Quebec.
It's clearly a strategy because they know that at one point the court will say, what the hell is that? And now you create what? You create a political crisis, which is good usually for those type of governments.
Frédéric Bérard says he believes changing the Constitution in this way is an attack on the foundation of Canada and minority language rights. Matt Gilmore.